welcome yet again to an amazing month where we're going to share very interesting stuff about business.
Business group coaching is back.
This business started in 2019 on the cusp of COVID.
Right now, the entire organization has over 30 people.
If that is not growth, you see what I meant when I told you we were bringing somebody with results to show?
That the reason why I need to have this is that people who follow me are mostly sinners. So, so they need to hear the word of the Lord.
So he knew how to calculate cost of goods, he knew how to purchase, he knew how to price, he knew how to repair, he knew even how to collect debts.
You strongly believe Jesus was a businessman?
Yes.
Anyone who sets up a business to work in it, you created a job for yourself, that business will fail.
When the leader sees small, the business is definitely going to stay small, and so is everyone in it, trapped in the smallness.
Exactly.
You who think the business people are not in kingdom business. Ooh.
Good morning and welcome to Business Garage. This morning, if you're tuning in for a very first time on Business Garage, you are most welcome. If you are usual viewer here on Business Garage, welcome once again to another episode where we are going to talk business. Business Garage is part of Worship Harvest Ministries under the Business Leaders Network of Worship Harvest Ministries. Worship Harvest Ministries is a movement of the gospel, discipleship, and mission, and we exist for the purpose of catalyzing spiritual, social, and economic renewal in our immediate communities and, as a result, the world. And at Worship Harvest Ministries, we plant life-giving, disciple-making, and community-renewing churches. And at Worship Harvest, we believe that church begins on Monday and Sunday is garage time. And so if you're one of us of Worship Harvest, you're very welcome to Business Garage. If you're just tuning in, that is what Worship Harvest is all about. Worship Harvest has over 170 plus locations right now around the world. And our main location is in Nalia, in Kampala. And if you're anywhere near Nalia and you're looking for a place to have fellowship, to worship this Sunday, there is, look for the tallest building there. That is where Worship Harvest is. However, if you're anywhere around the world, you can go online and check. There's definitely a Worship Harvest location near you. And so today, you're welcome to Business Garage. And at Worship Harvest, Business Garage is the space where we resource kingdom businessmen and women to go out to the marketplace and do business and influence for Jesus in the marketplace to spread the gospel. We are all about the mission of turning ordinary people into extraordinary citizens of the kingdom of God, doing amazing things in the kingdom until he comes back. So we are here to occupy until he returns. And that's what we're doing this morning. My name is Sharon Tumusime, and I am your host of Business Garage this morning. And today we have a show that is lined up for you, that is bound to inspire you, to educate you, to teach you, and to give you information on something that will surely add value to you as a businessman, a businesswoman, aspiring businessman or woman, or even if you're employed and you're leading people, this show is definitely going to add value to you. So first things first, do share that link. Share the link with your friends, with your relatives, with your missional community members, with your church members. If you have a business community that you're a part of, share on that WhatsApp group. Put it on your status and let people know so that they can too benefit from today's show. And we are glad that you could join us, and stay put, stay tuned, get your pen and paper, because today is a teaching show. We're going to be learning. It is not one of those where we have a guest who we are finding out about, but we are finding out what a guest knows about something that affects you and me. All right, so let's get right into it. Today's guest is someone that is known in Worship Harvest Ministries. But if you're tuning in for the very first time, yes, he is a dad who is a businessman that has a wife. That is how we are going to introduce him today. Yes, a businessman with a wife and children. Yeah, and he's a coach to many of us. He's a teacher. And he is, of course, very learned. He's an ardent reader. He's someone that likes to read. He's always reading something. And of course, He likes to share his knowledge. He's those that believe that if you know something, teach us. So if the next time you're with him and you're showing off something you know, you might be teaching it soon, because he believes people should not just keep what they know, but they should share it with other people. And since recently he is now a dancer, yes, if you check out some of the Worship Harvest sermons, you will see him on stage dancing. That is another thing that he has added to himself. But he's one of our favorite. He is called Director Grace Manyira, and we love him so much. Here we just call him Director. If you're in Worship Harvest and you say Director, we only mean one person. If you're a director out there and you come to Worship Harvest, don't say it's me. No, there's only one director at Worship Harvest, and that is Director Grace. So Director Grace, you are welcome to Business Garage this morning.
Thank you so much, Pastor Sharon. What an honor. What an introduction. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all you. It's all you. Have you been here this year?
No, not
Business
yet.
Garage,
No,
not yet. So
no.
it's your debut this year.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
you're welcome to
Thank
Business
you.
Garage.
Thank you so much.
And since you haven't been here this year,
Yeah.
let me give you a chance for shout outs.
Shout
Yeah,
out to
yeah.
the men. We have a men's group.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, men are serious.
Clearly, I'm a woman. I have no clue about that group.
When men get it right,
Yes.
everyone wins.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you solve men, all society thrives.
Wow.
So
you,
shout out to everyone in the men's group.
yeah, people, I'm going to ask, how do I join that group? But I guess you'll tell us
It's a closed group.
if it's open to the public. But I liked what you say. You know,
Yeah.
when you fix the main issue,
Yeah.
you know, everyone thrives and everyone
Absolutely.
is happy. Yeah.
I used to not believe it. I used to think women are the problem. But when you actually solve men, society thrives.
Yeah, that is great.
It
That is
thrives.
good to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, because men are the leaders, really.
Yeah.
We want to think
Whether you
otherwise,
want
but
it or not.
society is trying to fight that, but really that's
Yeah.
that's what it is. And we like that you're leading.
Yeah.
Yes, even if you're a wife, if your man is leading, you're definitely much happier.
Correct.
No woman likes to lead a home.
Correct.
She doesn't exist. That woman isn't there. So shout outs to just the men's group.
Yes.
Just the men's group.
Just the men's group.
Okay, I
At
thought you were going
Worship
to
Harvest Nalia.
at Worship Harvest Nalia.
Yeah.
And ALC.
Hey,
you want to go back there?
I forgot those people. Yes, shout out to all the ALC guys. Peace.
I just saved you. I don't know you were going to go back
they
there.
are going to slaughter me.
You're welcome, Director
Thank you.
Grace.
Thank you
yes,
so much.
yeah. So, Director Grace, we are today talking about something that's really a pain point right now. When you talk to many people,
Yeah.
how is work? They're like, oh, work is good,
Yeah.
but the people, you know,
Yeah, but the people.
how are things? The recruitment issue, the
Yeah.
people issue. So that's usually something that people are grappling with a lot.
Yeah.
And so today we want to get into that very conversation, the people question, hiring them, recruiting them, you know. Many times entrepreneurs even delay to hire people. They first fight and fight until someone tells them, you know what? If the vision is big, you can't achieve it alone. You must get some people on board. And then you start wondering how,
How?
who,
Who?
when, where. And then you've had horror stories about employees who you hire after the first salary, they never come back. You know, you hear all those stories. So just take us through this conversation of recruitment. Where does one start? What is it all about? Are people really necessary? Because people are excited about AI. They're like, we don't need people. We are suddenly going to do without them. So just tell us about people. Why people? Do I need people the first time you know, I'm starting? Just teach us around the conversation of people. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Pastor Sharon. The way I want to handle this is from a slightly different angle. So, you actually attract who you are. So, more than dwell on the employee and say, I had Sharon, she didn't turn out well. I had Sarah, then she didn't turn out well. I want to say, what kind of person are you? The entrepreneur. So who are you attracting? Now, so I'm going to I'm going to deal with the entrepreneur. When I deal with the entrepreneur, then they will see what kind of person they're bound to attract. That's number one. Number two, there are stages of entrepreneurship that a person goes through. And the kind and nature of the person they need and attract
In that season.
is different. I'll give you an example. Many times you find a person who maybe is running a small business. Say it has 10 people, and then they attract a person who has been working for a corporate. And they say, oh, so-and-so has been working with a multinational, so I'm going to bring them in. And my business is actually going to become,
Going to turn things around.
yeah. Unfortunately, that person comes in and the business actually becomes worse.
Ah,
Because there is a stage of entrepreneurship that someone goes through, or stages, and there is an appropriate person that they should be attracting at each stage. So if you attract a person who is 2 stages away from you, you will not be able to mellow together.
it will not solve the problem,
It
whatever
won't.
it is.
It won't. Now, also, if you attract a person who's appropriate for the stage you have left, then they won't work for you. So what stage are you at, and what kind of person is appropriate for you to attract at that stage? Now, being a founder is quite a challenging task. Entrepreneurship is nothing but hardship. It's like you're signing up for hardship.
Yes.
You get it? It's glamorized in some circles, but I like what Elon Musk said,
Yeah.
that entrepreneurship is like eating glass. Eating broken pieces of glass every single morning. So if you can
Yes.
imagine yourself doing that, then as long as there's a day you don't eat glass, then you're thriving.
Yes.
You get it? Now,
Okay.
the other thing about entrepreneurs is they do well, but they get stuck at the thing that they did well. And so they keep doing the same thing they did well that made them successful, that they are less likely to embrace the next stage.
Why would that be?
Because it is working. Because it is working. Because it worked and it's still working. But let's look at a few things. One, when you become a founder, you are probably leading the organization you're leading at the highest level you've ever led. So you have never led such an organization. You're facing challenges you have never faced. So you're dealing with finances you have never handled. All of a sudden, budgeting becomes important. All of a sudden, marketing becomes important. And you have never marketed. You have no clue. So your competence is tested, your resilience is tested, your faith is tested. If it has never been tested, it is tested.
Yes.
And you're doing all this with no job description. So for all the work that you have done, you've had a job description. Sharon shall do A, B, C, D, E, da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Now here you are, you have no job description. Not even a clear, not even an unclear job description, but you simply
There's
have
nothing.
no job description. So this is what we'll do. Let's start. There are 7 stages an entrepreneur goes through.
Goes through.
Yes.
Yes. And at each stage, their hiring is different.
Correct. First of all, at each stage, the entrepreneur is different.
So the entrepreneur is growing
Yes,
as much as the business is
it's growing. And when the entrepreneur doesn't grow, the business doesn't
grow.
So at each stage, when the entrepreneur moves from stage 1 to stage 2, they need a different person, provided the entrepreneur also
Has also grown.
yes, opened himself up for change.
So my question is,
Yeah.
no matter how much money I receive in that business or business I'm able to receive and revenue, if my mindset remains founder at level 1,
Yeah.
I cannot hire anything better than.
Actually, you need more than money. Money may be your own undoing. Yeah. Let's look at
Wow,
stage
I
number
like
1.
it. I like that. I like where you're going. Yes. Because maybe you're answering the question. Maybe it's not the people. It's actually.
It is actually,
the
as
entrepreneur.
you're looking into my notes, it is actually more to do with
Yes,
you, the
yeah.
entrepreneur, than
The people,
people.
you're hiring. Yes.
Yes. So stage number 1. Stage number 1 it starts before you actually become the entrepreneur. So stage number one is the dissatisfied employee. For you to graduate to be an entrepreneur, you first need to be dissatisfied. Now, that dissatisfaction is necessary, and it's fuel for you to be able to run through the hurdles and the pits that you will face later. I like what someone said, that nothing great ever begins with comfortable people. Like, I saw another thing that someone wrote and said, nothing big ever began with vegetables. By eating vegetables, nothing big was founded after eating vegetables. No.
Yeah, you get a great idea after the salad. Wow,
I got an inspiration after eating a salad. No, techiriyo. So,
yes.
Why do people sign up for entrepreneurship when they know that anywhere between 8 out of 10 fail? Even when I've told you 8 fail out of 10, you still say end of this year,
There are still
I'm going
others
to open
joining.
a bakery. So you need to have a level of dissatisfaction.
Yeah.
And that dissatisfaction is good for you. It's good for you because you keep asking yourself a question. Isn't there a better way? Isn't there a better way of serving customers? Isn't there a better way of delivering this product? Isn't there a better way of financing this thing?
Yeah.
Isn't there a better way we can treat employees? So that dissatisfaction is the necessary seed. Ting, 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 ting. That is why many, without naming names, okay?
Yes.
A man gets 100 million and gives it to his wife and says, start a business. 2 years later, the business collapses. Why? There was no sense of dissatisfaction. Who told you she was dissatisfied with the status quo?
She was happy.
She was happy.
She didn't want to run a business.
She didn't want to run a business. There has to be a level of dissatisfaction that is very, very key.
That pushes this
that
person.
pushes you to say, no, isn't there a better way to serve food?
Yeah.
Isn't there a better way to serve people's meals? Isn't there a better way to pick children from school?
School, yeah.
Isn't there a better way to teach children and bring them up with Christian morals? Shall we? No.
I like it.
You understand? So that is a necessary step. Right? Now, when you have dissatisfaction in you, before you jump into entrepreneurship, now many people miss this. They think because they have dissatisfaction, they have been licensed now to jump into entrepreneurship. Baby, not yet. Calm down. Colleagues, let's be guided.
Yes.
There are a few things
it's
you
not
can
enough.
do with your dissatisfaction.
Okay.
Okay. Number one, become a trainee. Okay. Become a trainee. A trainee is not a spectator, but also a trainee is not a player. A trainee benefits because of proximity. So go to the people that you really admire in the business.
Okay.
Be close to them. You see, what people fail to see is that creating an organization and leading the organization are two different things. Just because you registered the organization with URSB doesn't make you the anointed one to lead it. So with your dissatisfaction, first become a trainee. Apprentice under someone. Your discontentment is not good enough for you to lead.
It's not a skill, a leadership skill.
Exactly. Number two, get hired. Let someone give you a job. Then they'll tell you what to do. If you can't get a job, number three, volunteer. Volunteer at some place so that you get to know the ropes of the whole thing. Number four, you could get close, almost stalking the people that you actually admire. Get to know exactly what they do, how they do it.
Yeah.
Read and listen. Read literature about that field. I'm shocked. Someone all of a sudden thinks that because they know how to eat food, they should open a restaurant. And they think the qualification for opening a restaurant is having an appetite. Okay?
The love for food.
Oh, love for food. Like, I love Indian food, so I'm going to open an Indian. thou shalt collapse. No.
Yes.
You need to really be close to Patel. And then you understand that those spices are not bought from Chaliwajala. They are actually imported from India.
Yeah, but there's that saying there's no time like the present. So when I'm feeling that thing, isn't it dangerous for me now to go somewhere into employment? What if I get sucked in there? Because that's the genuine fear, that I'm going to reach there, start getting a salary. Then I'm like, then fear comes in properly.
Yes, I hear you.
Because at that point
you.
I'm daring. I'm like, I can do it. Yeah.
But you'll crash. You'll crash. When you are wise, time is your friend. You actually think longer time horizons. So you know that opportunity will come again.
Yes.
Yeah. You live in a world of abundance. So I was saying, read.
Okay.
Be close. Get hired. Volunteer. Be a trainee. Okay? You'll be teachable. Then you will know how to hire and how to fire. Okay? Now, so far we have dealt with you as a dissatisfied employee, and we'll keep it at that, right?
Yes.
Now, when you're doing all this, how do you know now it's time to jump? So you will say, I've been an employee, I've been volunteering, I've been a trainee. A few signs. One, you can get a new boss, okay, who changes the structure of the organization, that something clicks in you and say, it's time for me now to jump. Two, you can have a fallout, where it's like, no, I don't agree, even me, I don't agree with you, and you're like, you know what?
This is my thing.
This is my thing, yeah. Now, I agree, by end of this month, it would be time for me now
We
to...
can't be two bulls here.
Aha!
It was so dramatic.
You get it?
And you, yes, yeah.
Sometimes you've been passed on for a promotion. Say we burned the candle here, and then they promoted Sharon. Is that fair? No. The thing I told you about, isn't there a better way of making sure that people are promoted fairly? You get it? So that question then comes to the boils and comes to the surface, and then you're like, no, I think there's a better way.
Yeah.
I cannot allow people to be promoted haphazardly because of their tribe, because of their OG or OB, and that kind of thing. So we move then to the second stage.
So you've obtained the experience, you've understood a few things, now you can go to stage.
Correct. Now stage two is what we call a startup entrepreneur. The startup entrepreneur has waited, has his dissatisfaction, and says, you know what, it's now time for me to jump. And normally, these people are very hardworking. It's important that if you're going to be a startup entrepreneur, you deliver the bacon. You're a hard worker. I'm not talking about hard worker mentally, that for me, I'm here. I'm working in the business while I am meditating. No. It will demand of you physical labor.
Yeah.
Because
get your hands dirty.
Get your hands dirty. It's very, very important. Why? Entrepreneurship is hard. I'll repeat that. Entrepreneurship is hard. It's going to be hard. So the lie that tomorrow will be better, no, tomorrow will be harder than today. Because as you grow, life doesn't become easier.
Yes.
Yeah. So the thing is, when you start up entrepreneur, you dig in and you're ready to actually start work and work longer for less pay. I like what one guy defined entrepreneurship as. He said, entrepreneurship is when you leave a 40-hour job, 40-hour a week job, to get an 80-hour for no pay or little pay.
Less pay.
Yes. How about that? Are you signing up?
Yes.
Entrepreneurship is hard.
Yeah.
And I would be the first to say that if you can find a job, take it. Okay? Don't say, I've come to prove my point in entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
If you have not been called to be an entrepreneur, please stay in employment. You can grow in employment.
And do
You can
great
thrive.
things there.
Yes.
Yes.
Because entrepreneurship, like I've said, is hard work. It's like getting your head early morning and every day, banging it against a sharp object. Yeah. And eat it while you're eating glass.
Director, we are here to inspire people. To start business.
We are here to inspire people with the truth of God's word.
But the good thing, all things we can do.
All things.
Yes, through
But the man himself
through
said,
Christ who strengthens
the world,
you.
you will
will
have
find
trouble.
them. Yes, yes. But even at the employed where you employed, there will be trials and tribulations. So choose which ones you want to go for. But yes, it's a very good good conversation. Yeah.
Become a star player.
Yeah.
Let you be the one who actually outdoes everyone else. Let you be the one who gets the job and makes sure you do it so well. And by the
startup
way,
stage.
Yes,
Yeah.
startup stage.
Yeah.
And by the way, while we are still here, get so good at your skill that you deliver way before people ask you to deliver. You deliver more than what people ask you to deliver. You deliver better than what people ask you to deliver.
Yeah.
Now, by the way, that's before you even hire anybody. Because how will you know who to hire when you even don't know what excellence is like? How will you know? How will you tell people we start at 6 a.m. when you have never been
And
there?
you cannot be there at 6.
For you, 6 a.m. you're horizontal. You're horizontal.
Yes. Yeah.
What stops us? Our ego gets in the way. Get the reputation of a person who finishes things. You know, entrepreneurship, what kills us is we start things that are not finished.
Yes.
So the tailor who never finished your dress, the cobbler who never finished, yeah. But get a reputation of a person who starts things and finishes them. Now, this is the thing. It's so easy to get stuck right here. Because it's good. It's so nice.
It's working.
You collect your money.
And put it.
You in your pocket.
And go.
And you chop it the way you want. You get it?
Yeah.
You report to no one. You're answerable to no one.
Nekolera.
Jangi.
Yeah.
You get it? So you decide to change direction without consulting anyone. You can go back to a promise you made to yourself. You said, no, I said we would save 10%. We shall save from next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shall start next year.
Even next year
no
is
one
the
will
time.
get annoyed with you. So
you can change premises.
You can
location.
change premises. You can close shop today. You can open another one tomorrow. You can change the color. You can say to declare a public holiday today. And say, today is a public holiday.
You can go when you want.
You can buy yourself the uniform you want. You have the name tag you want. The title you actually want.
Your job description in your head.
It's in your head. You can edit it, edit your salary, give yourself an advance.
It's a good place.
It's a very good place, by the way.
Mm.
It's a very good place. And many people get stuck right here. Now, we'll circle back to stage 2.
Okay.
But let's move to stage 3. Then we will keep oscillating between 3 and 2.
Yeah.
Now, remember, stage 2, you're a startup entrepreneur.
Okay.
So you've launched out, you make some widgets, you deliver, you carry them yourself, deliver them, the cakes, they pay you, you go buy the wheat, mix the flour, bake it, pay the yaka, deliver them, wrap them yourself. Okay? Now stage 3 is what they call the reluctant manager. Yeah. Now the reluctant manager then begins to hire.
Yeah.
Now the reluctant manager has to hire a number 2 person who is like them. Now the appropriate person, let's go back to stage 2. You're the startup entrepreneur, hardworking, you burn the midnight candle.
Yeah.
That's the kind of person you actually need to hire. You don't need an accountant yet. You don't need a tax consultant yet. No. You need a person for the stage. You need a person who can do the work of the stage you have just left perfectly well.
to make sure that whatever you were delivering at that point
can be delivered. Now, when a client says, tomorrow I need 2 cakes, I will bake one while you're baking the other
second
to the standard
that
I set, with the joy that I have. So we can deliver a cake to Charlie Wajara, and I deliver another one to Natete at the same time. So the reluctant manager normally will mess up.
at this level.
Yes, because they hire people who are not like them at stage 2, who have no DNA of stage 2. So they simply hire a warm body. You're my OG. Yes. You're also Sharon. Come. Let's work together. We come from the same village. Yeah. Do I just like you?
Yeah.
If I like you, I hire you. And that is why you see that many an entrepreneur will hire. Then one day wake up, fire everyone, and say, I'm going back to startup.
Things were easier when I was doing
Correct.
everything myself. I have people, but I feel like I do everything.
So, in this case, for the first time, when you're a reluctant manager, for the first time, you're a boss. For the first time, people look to you for payroll. For the first time, people tell you they are pregnant. For the first time, people tell you they have to bury their grandmother, and so they won't come. So you have to handle more than yourself. For the first time, you're hiring someone. You remember, for you did not hire yourself. You just got into the job. And normally, with the reluctant manager, they have a question that they're always asking themselves in their head. And the question is, what's wrong with these people? Can I hear an amen? What's wrong with
these
people?
guys?
How long will I keep?
Don't they know?
Don't they know? Can't they fix this cake? Are they children?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's wrong with these people? And guess what you therefore say? I'm going to do it myself. Now, so we had the dissatisfied employee,
Who
then
became?
we had the startup entrepreneur. Now the seduction to go back
It's high.
is high. I will do it myself. Now remember, they have payroll to do. Okay? They have rent to pay. And then inside them they say, can you imagine the money I've been paying you? I would have bought myself a boat by now. Let me calculate the money I've wasted on these people.
Call it waste.
I would have bought myself a car.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, in all this, you are still the problem. You are the problem. So before we even talk about who you should hire, you are the problem. And the question also I have for you is, would you work for you? For you, would you work for you? You get it? Now you're managing a team of maybe 2 or 3, but you have never led a team.
Yeah.
So you have no clue. You hired people to work for you, but you work longer, harder than them.
Than before.
They find you at work, leave you at work. On the days off, you are at work. So you ask yourself,
Hence that
in fact,
you become the dissatisfied boss.
I'm dying for what? I'm dying for who? You get it?
Yeah.
So you become a bit dissatisfied.
Yeah, you feel like you're working for them now.
Now, at this stage, it's a very critical stage. You must make a decision. Number 1, are you moving forward or back? And sometimes, and many a time, the person fires, maybe remains with one who is very handy. You will deliver things to the customers. I will do them myself. I'll go back home, close the shop, I'll be baking from home. So when you meet Sharon next day, Sharon, how is now I'm at home. I'm at home. Yes. So the decision to go back is very, 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 very tempting.
Because that's the spot you know.
Number two, you must change your language. So previously, you've grown up saying, I will do it, I will do it. Now you have to say we. We, as a team. We, our. My, no.
Nah.
Our. But we don't. And then, like I said earlier, you need to get a good number two, who is exactly like you, where when you were a startup entrepreneur.
So,
Yeah.
in terms of recruitment, when I'm moving from startup, my first hire is a replica of me.
Yes. But your first hire is a replica of you because you know what it takes to do the job. So you woke up, went and bought the wheat. You know the good wheat and the bad wheat. You know how to sort the eggs. The good eggs and the bad eggs. Which kind of sugar, which kind of temperature, and how to mix and when to sequence them. Then you bake the cake. So you don't hire necessarily the lowest. You hire a person who can do the job that you've been doing.
Because the temptation is, I'm going to hire someone lower than me. I will teach them everything.
It's hard. And that is why you fail to move to step number 3. And you come back to step number 2.
Yeah.
So you oscillate between 2 and 3.
Yeah,
2
because
and
there's no time to actually teach this person
correct.
to become like you.
So what typically happens is you teach, suck, teach, suck. So you
Because there's not enough time for them to learn the thing.
Correct.
Yeah, so you're impatient anyway as the entrepreneur. Yeah.
So whoever you get to teach, you end up sucking them after 2 months.
There's even no money to make mistakes.
Yeah.
People are learning them.
You say, oh, Mani, that girl failed to pick up. But you chose her without the necessary qualifications.
Yeah, and you were aware.
It was Sister Goreti who recommended her to you. Now, Sister Goreti doesn't know. Sister Goreti wakes up at midday. She doesn't know that the person you actually need should wake up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in that case, when you really now decide to move forward, now many of the customers do not even know your name. And you're comfortable with that. Because now the team is growing, you're delivering, you're killing it. But because you also know you can once in a while step in and finish the job. They're able to do a lot of work, but you're also able to step in and help them finish a lot of work. So it's more like seeing 3 Sharons running, and then you step in and then we finish the rest together. Then you're like, wow, that has been really a good job. I'm really proud of you. Okay?
Yeah.
So you have evolved from a dissatisfied. Now remember, when we started from a dissatisfied employee, finally you're seeing and you're saying, this is the workplace I always wanted to create.
Yes.
Our workplace is the place that people should thrive in, which makes us then move to stage number 4. Because now you've seen that your dissatisfaction finally is yielding fruit. People are happy to come to work, hopefully. So let's move to stage number 4.
Yes.
Where we shall call it the disillusioned leader.
Hey.
Yeah. The disillusioned leader cries out, says, it's hard.
Yeah.
Okay? And this is where the greatest shift happens. So you have been building up all this momentum.
Yes.
And things are working very well. You join the team to deliver. You join the team to sing. You join the team to, mix the wheat. But here, you then now have to separate from the team and cut that umbilical cord, which becomes very, very hard.
Yeah.
Very, very hard. So you've worked so hard, you're unhappy, you love what you do, people call you Binojo, people call you Queen, people call you Mugaga.
Yeah.
Okay? And a sense of specialness is also around you. Now, in this case, you need an effective number 2. How many organizations truly, sincerely have an effective number? That's why this one is very hard. Because everything will rise and fall on you. And it's quite comforting.
Yeah, to be everything.
So what we normally do, we appoint a paper tiger number 2.
Oh.
We give them, yes, we give them responsibility with no authority. We remain with the authority. And say this is number 2, but that number 2 can hardly get anything done. That's why the
And everyone knows.
Everyone knows. That's why they still run to you. And you say, how long shall I be here? How long shall I teach you? You think I've been running this forever, 20 years. Now, at this stage, the critical thing is to walk away from everything you have built.
Director, that's not a...
Listen,
Okay,
first listen. Calm down, colleagues. Calm down. You are in the game, but off the field. You are in the game and off the field. You move from player to coach. From player to coach. That means you run on the sidelines and guide people. Say, no, move a little bit forward, come back, that kind of thing.
But someone will tell you this is a business.
Yes.
If I'm on the sideline, money can get finished
And
here
that's
in
the
a
thing.
heartbeat. Yeah.
At this point, number 4, stage number 4, you ask yourself, is this it? You mean all along, this is it? Now, your game at stage number 4, the disillusioned leader, is played in between games. In other words, your critical time comes in after the shift, after the day, after the week. Then you say, look, we did so well.
Okay.
These are the adjustments we need to make. Now, therefore, at that stage, you need someone to manage people on your behalf. Because now that you've stepped away, what is going to happen? And you yourself need to become a very good coach. And seeing people who are doing exactly what you used to do and do it better than you. Now, that's the test. You see, we're talking about who to hire. Are we comfortable hiring people who are better than us?
At this point, because
At
that's
this
what
point,
you need.
Yes. Are you comfortable hiring people who will knock it out of the park more than you? Again, it comes back to the entrepreneur. Are you content to say, I used to sell 10 cakes a day, a week. Sharon sells 100, and it's okay.
And you're happy with that. And
The
you feel
temptation-
nothing. There's
the
no...
we know that. We know that feeling.
There's no feeling. It's only happiness.
So the
yes.
temptation is to come back and compete with Sharon.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So that you beat her or exit her.
Really?
How can she be better than you? You who
The
founded the
founding
thing.
partner here. The
Yeah.
founding...
The owner.
The owner
the
of this
founder,
thing.
vision bearer.
Yeah.
Hello. So
I know carried benches.
when you step
Yes.
off the field, a sense of powerlessness sets in. And then many a founder then contemplate with the idea, should I sell my business? Should I exit?
Should I start another one?
Should
This
I start
one is
another
working.
one?
Let me,
Uh-huh.
yeah, because you're missing that fire you had.
Now,
yeah.
in this case, problems don't go away. They just change. And problems become bigger. And they are more abstract. They are not clear. They last longer. They are more complex. And you don't have the energy to fully devote yourself to solving the problems. So you are like, is this it? Is this what I've been dying to do?
Yeah.
Now, all along, you have no energy. So what are the options? Get out. And sometimes, people at this stage sell out and say, you know, this business, I've run it for 20 years.
It's time.
It will kill me. Sharon, here is the business. Adios.
Yeah, give me my
Give me
money.
some
This is my
money.
bank account.
And I will eat off
Yes.
that. But it's also a stage where you can lead. Now, it's also a stage where you can spiral down. Some people begin to resent the business and they stay at home. And they hate the business. It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, because some people are like me. I'm not about those things. Me,
They
I
are
want
more
just to work.
absent
Yeah.
than seen. They hear he was around, she was around, and left. The mere mention of the business is like an X. It's like mentioning the name of your ex. So
Yeah.
you need to be clear at what stage you want to play in.
Yeah.
And at this point, you actually need a guide. You need a mentor. You need a coach. Someone who will hold your hand and say, let's not go back to Egypt. We've made so much progress. And so the person to actually hire at that point is a coach. Your humility to realize that at this point, you need a coach. And whatever has made you successful won't make you leap to the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. So we have talked about
4.
4 stages.
And
And
for
what
now-
I'm understanding is that at stage 4 is
Yeah.
where it's a critical point.
Yes.
You can either kill that business completely, or you can walk away, or, so it's a very sensitive stage.
Correct. It's very sensitive.
And you find that many businesses reach there and they don't know what next.
It's very sensitive and very tempting.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you've reached, it's now been 20 years.
Yes. But your identity is fully tied
To the
to
thing.
the business.
Yes.
So you say, now, if I leave the business, where do I go? What do I do? Who?
But even you mentioned something, the humility to say, I need someone. Because you've worked on this thing for 20 years.
But you need someone. Now, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Would you be humble to say, I need
Yeah,
someone?
yeah.
You say, no, I've worked for this thing. Who else understands this thing?
More
And
than
even
me, yeah.
the crowd around you tells you, now, Mugaga, now when you leave this business,
What will we
what
do?
will you do? We can't do anything without you. Then your ego sets in, and then, yeah.
Wow. So those are the things that we need to be aware of.
Correct.
But at each stage, like you said, the stage 1, when I left, I'm dissatisfied.
Yeah.
Now I have become the startup person.
Yeah.
I think that's the crucial point for any business owner, is that person that you hire. Because they always tell you, okay, draw your organogram,
When you're still alone.
when you're still alone,
Yes.
and see it.
Aha.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I'm drawing that organogram, what is that first position I'm looking at now, based on what you have said
Correct.
right now? So we are saying that I'm looking for CEO material.
We are not yet at CEO.
Okay, well, I'm looking for a business leader,
Correct.
another person who can lead
Correct.
this business.
Correct. Understood.
So I think that's it for
Yeah.
anyone who's starting a business. Because sometimes the temptation is so hard. You're like, do we have enough money to afford me? Because you think about yourself. Can I afford someone like me?
Exactly. But also you forget that there are people who are better than you.
Out there.
Yes. Much better than you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But also what I'm hearing is that at each stage I must be developing
Yes.
to receive the people that are coming.
And you must know where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hire the wrong people, you go back to the previous
So
stage.
what sort of person should I be at stage 3? The reluctant manager. What
Yeah.
skills should I have at this point as a person?
Hiring.
Okay.
The skill to be able to tell the person who can actually do the job you're doing as a star player, as a startup entrepreneur. To be able to notice that this person can burn the midnight candle. This person has a good attitude. This person loves the job. Not necessarily for the pay, but for the sake of
Yeah.
seeing customers happy. Yeah.
Yes. So if I don't have that, how do I then hire this person?
Don't hire.
I don't hire.
No.
Can I consult someone and say, man, I'm looking for someone like me?
No. You know you, and you know the kind of person you actually need. Yeah.
So if I've not yet found that person, I
Don't
leave.
move on.
I leave the thing.
Correct. You see, hiring can make or break you.
Yeah.
You'd rather take time hiring than hire and fire, which is so common,
Yes.
than
yes.
hire the wrong person.
Yes.
You see, as an entrepreneur, the number one job of an entrepreneur is to hire. To smell for talent, to see it from afar and attract it.
So another person might say, I don't have the money to pay that person yet.
We're not hiring for money. That's why we're hiring for attitude, because you yourself is actually underpaid. So you're hiring a person who is just like you, who appreciates the mission more than the money.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you should be able to identify that person who loves to see people eating, who loves to see people singing more than simply the money. And indeed, the money comes in, the equation of the money comes in because we are hiring from the corporate into our small company.
Yes. Yeah.
That is the mistake.
We are head hunting.
Exactly.
We want to.
We are poaching, head hunting.
Yes. So my job there now is to start to identify someone who's like me, who will come in and be ready to run with this vision of mine.
For the
Yes,
mission.
For the vision
Yes,
that we have here on
correct.
board. Wow, amazing, amazing. So I think you have really demystified this question. It's not really the people, it is the leader.
It is the leader. Then the leader will attract.
What he is.
Yes. But also depending on where he is, people will see and want to join
To
him.
join you as well.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So the people question, getting your first team, I think you've heard, your first team member is like you.
First of all, your first team member is you.
Yeah, your team member 1, team member 2
Is you. Twice.
is you 2 times, yes, times 2
Correct.
gets you team member
Correct.
number 2, and then together you'll be able to fill in all these extras that you need.
Absolutely.
Yes, because now you're thinking the same. You can see where our needs are, what else can help us here and here and there.
Correct.
I get you. I get you. So if you're starting up my business and I messed it up, and team member 2 is not like me, what do I do?
You have been demoted to stage number 1, 2.
I go back.
Inevitably, business is so interesting. You'll get demoted. You'll get demoted to stage number 2. And you're back to stage startup.
Yes.
Or
So
you
what is
demote
the advice
yourself.
now? What would you tell that person?
Know where you are
Okay.
and see who you need to move you to the next stage.
Yes.
As we shall see, all the 7 stages are necessary.
Yeah.
And it is good for you to decide, should I stay here or I want to move forward?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's okay to stay where you are.
Yes.
Just be honest with yourself
Yeah.
that I want to park here. And this is the mountain I'll die at.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if I'm here and I'm like, man, my number 2 is not like me.
Correct.
It's time for hard decisions.
Correct. Then you have gone back to because you mishired.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now you can have peace of mind, knowing when you see the person, you feel bad. Be annoyed with yourself.
Correct.
And then do what you need
Correct.
to do. And then, oh, wow,
Yeah.
amazing. So, Director Grace, unfortunately, we don't have enough time for 7, but we'll be back for the
We'll be
next
back
3.
for the next 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Parting shots on these first 4.
Parting
First,
shots.
summarize them for us,
Yeah.
and then your parting shot.
Dissatisfied employee,
Okay.
startup entrepreneur,
Okay.
reluctant manager, and disillusioned leader. That's where we shall stop. If you have to learn one thing, learn the skill of hiring. Maybe you're single because you cannot hire. Because as an entrepreneur, you should be able to sell your vision to someone who can be your wife. My boss told me, by the way, my former boss told me that if you are a good entrepreneur, you cannot remain single. Because you're able to sell a vision to someone and say, look, I have a vision for us together to form a team.
And that is your parting shot.
Yes.
Develop the skill of hiring, and I think that is not said enough. The ability to identify, first of all, to see what you need, which is you, someone like you, and then to go out and look for these people, as well as grow in patience, because that is going to take time to identify someone like you out there who is ready to work for nothing in that season like
Correct.
you are. But with the help of the Holy Spirit, I'm sure it is possible. He's
Correct.
able to help us to do that. But you have really demystified something and spoken into a mistake that many of us make. You quickly get someone that's lower than you, and that's who you're bringing to be number 2 with you in this organization that you have big dreams for.
Correct.
So thank you very much for demystifying that. So if you're recruiting for the first time, I think we have had what we need to do. We've understood the stages, and you need to identify where you are. The beauty is that the only person you cannot lie to, apart from God, is yourself. So you definitely know what stage you are, and you know what to do. So by the time we come to the next 3 stages, please know where you are and take up something from here and go ahead and implement it in your business. It's going to be hard, but it is better now, because if you delay it, it's better to get off the train, the wrong train, earlier than stay on that train until it goes, I don't know, a lot further. It's a lot harder to come back. So if you've realized that you're on the wrong train, get off now and get the right train so that you can move to the right place that you need to get to. So thank you very much, Director. Until next time when we will be back with the next 3 stages, it's been very, very insightful. Yes. And in terms of, knowing the right team and being on the right team and doing what you need to do, we always like to give you an opportunity to get onto the right team, and that is Team Jesus. That is the most important decision that you have made. We can go on in life and do all these things, but ultimately, it all begins with the ultimate vision bearer, and that is God. That is the one who has a great plan and a great purpose for you. Sometimes we make the wrong decisions because even our lives personally are not in the right place. We don't have a relationship with the one that could guide us and lead us into the decisions we need to make. So we'd like to give you an opportunity to make the most important decision of your life, to join the most important team, and that is the family of God, to be a part of it. He said in his word that you will have trials and tribulations, but be of good cheer, for he has overcome the world. But how will you be of good cheer if you're not with him in your life? So I'd like to give you an opportunity to make the right decision right now and start living a life of purpose and destiny in Jesus Christ. So I'd like to give you an opportunity, business owner, employee, whoever you are out there, to give your life to Christ this morning. So if you'd like to give your life to Christ, you can say this prayer with us this morning and you give your life to Christ. Say, dear Lord, thank you for my life. Thank you that you love me. Thank you that you have great plans for me. Thank you that you want to see me succeed. But it all begins with you. And so I ask you that you forgive me for all my sin and that you come into my life and be my Lord and Savior. You will lead me and guide me for the rest of my life. In Jesus' name I prayed and received your gift of salvation. Amen. And if you just said that prayer, you are now born again. You are now on the right train, the express train to heaven, the express train to live a life of purpose in Jesus Christ. And would like to know, so please do send us a message on this number, +256 for international viewers, 775-649-442, 0775-642-449, 0775-642-449. That is the number, and it's on your screen right now. You can just send us a message. You can call and tell the person at the end of that line, it will be a pastor, and tell them I gave my life to Christ today on Business Garage. What will happen is that they will celebrate with you. They will connect you to a fellowship, a community, and then you can continue to do life with like-minded believers so that you can just get plugged in and be planted and prosper in all things. And from all of us here at Business Garage, the media team, everybody at Worship Harvest and Business Garage Business Leaders Network, we love you, we are rooting for you, and we wish you the very best week. It is Sunday, so you have a church that you can go to. Do send them our love. If you don't have, like I said, Worship Harvest is anywhere near you. If you just go online, there is definitely a location near you. Sunday is garage time, so be at a location near you. Until next Sunday, bye-bye.
Business Garage.